pray that God took them quick. And then we saw the people jumping. We saw what we thought was debris, and we realized it was people jumping.
Can you remember where you were when you heard of the 9/11 attacks?
I can. I've got a really clear memory of it. I was probably about 12, 13, I think. I'd come up from school and it was a really sunny day and my dad was in his garden in the vegetable patch and the sort of news was just sort of filtering through, and I remember us both going in and him asking me if we'd seen the news, and we hadn't. So I'm going up to my room, we're very clearly sitting on my bed and watching it on and the first thing that was on when we switched the telly on was, I think it was the first plane going into the first tower. So then we watched the second plane going into the second tower. I remember very, very clearly, yes.
I was working at my mum and dad's restaurant and I was making an apple pie for the dessert menu. And my mum heard it on the radio and asked me if she'd heard it right, and I thought she'd gone mad. And then we put the TV on, which is my dad.
Can you explain what you thought of the 9/11 attacks?
When I was younger, I didn't really understand it, so I didn't care. But as I got older, I've kind of thought more about it now and cared more because it was quite a sad thing to happen.
Were you scared that it could get worse?
Yeah, I always think about if I get on a plane or something bad can happen.
America has recovered?
I'm not sure they could always have a day when it happened and always remember and go to the spot.
I was really lucky. I've been to New York and I went once before the monument was constructed and once afterwards, and it is incredible to think that there's only very small hints at the genuine sort of the way that the damage that it caused, things like they rebuilt the subway stations, things you haven't thought about because you just focused on the tower. But I don't think going there, and if you were a stranger to it, I don't think you'd ever know, apart from the monument. So yeah, I think they have in many ways, and I think the mentality of, okay, let's build a tower where the tower was knocked down, I think that shows that recovery, that strength.
Do you agree with the new memorial and the new buildings being built there?
Oh yeah, I think whatever helps them as a country feel better about it, whatever helps them, continue the healing process.
Pay my respect to where the buildings were. Pray to the family who passed away.